What's up, y'all? It's Akira, and I'm back with another video.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked.
Today I'm going to be filming the What's on My iPhone video. So right now I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Okay, so this phone is about to be only 2 years old. So that's why I haven't upgraded, because my phone is still good. It's still in very nice working condition. It's not, the screen isn't even cracked. The only thing that's cracked is my screen protector, but the screen isn't cracked. And right now I just have this basic case on. I really do need to start ordering me some more cases. I got this for my birthday, my 18th birthday. But anyway, so I'm just going to show y'all everything that I have on my phone. Okay, so to begin to my home screen, I recently just did this widget style. I was just playing around with it. So my home screen, I have 4 pictures of me, you know, 2 top, 2 at the bottom. You know, y'all can see that already. And then I just have a layout where it has the date, the day, and the time. My next page, I have this quote at the top that says, "Dreams don't work unless you do." And I really like this quote because it really does keep me motivated. It's like anything that I want in life, you know, I just understand that you gotta work for it. You gotta put in effort. It's not gonna always, you know, just magically appear. A lot of times, you know, you do have to put in effort and you do have to work for what you want in life and what you want to become. So I just had that at the top. Next, I organized all of my apps into different categories, and it has been really helpful lately, because if I need an app, I just think about what category it falls underneath, and it's really easy to find. Because at first, you know, I had my apps scattered, you know, like the regular iPhone, which is fine and all, but I just find like this is more helpful. So first I have utilities, and I just put the App Store in utilities because I didn't have anywhere to put it based on my personal categories. And the top 3 I don't use, and of course I use my calculator, settings, my camera of course, and the Apple Store. That's all I have in the utilities category. I don't come here too often except when I need to take a picture or change something in my settings. The next category that I have is communication. This is the only slide that I have, but I have my FaceTime, my messages, my phone, my GroupMe. I'm a freshman in college, but even in high school, you know, GroupMe, even junior high, GroupMe is very much needed to have like successful communication with a lot of people at once, especially people in like groups, school groups. And I just use GroupMe now for a lot of my classes. A lot of my classes have GroupMes. The one that we chat in the most is my biology 220 class. They just give really helpful tips, and they be sharing study advice for the tests and everything. And some people also provide reminders about quizzes and tests that I do, and homework. So I have is Zoom. I don't really use Zoom like that. I probably use Zoom probably once a month, because even though my classes, well, I have 2 classes that are online this semester, we don't really have to log into Zoom. Most of my lectures are pre-recorded. My chemistry teacher, we just have a Zoom meeting after every test. That's why I say I don't use it that often. I just use Zoom if one of my classes, like for bad weather, you know, they get changed to online that day. That's what I use it for, so I don't use it that often. The news, I don't use the news app like that, but you know, notifications, I don't actually open this app and look at things. Notifications do pop up though, and I'll just read it from right there. Next, I have mail. I don't use mail that often either, because I use Gmail. Now Gmail is what I really use to communicate with people. Next, I have finances. I have Coinbase because I was investing, but I'm not really serious about it right now, so I haven't really opened the app in a little minute. Next, I have Cash App, like if I'm getting my hair done and people need deposit sent. or if just certain people they only get money sent to Cash App, I'll send it to their Cash App. I have Wallet. Now Wallet is, you know, where I use Apple Pay. So if I need Apple Pay, that's what I use my wallet for. If I need to send people money on Apple Pay, I use my wallet for that. And Instant, what I use for my job. Next is social media. This is the only tab I have social media, but so I have TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, Facebook, and Instagram. So out of all these apps, I could say Instagram I use the most. Instagram first, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Here's what it'll be. And I'll use Facebook Messenger if I have to. I really use it. It's gonna sound weird, but I use Facebook Message to like text like adults mostly. Like for example, if I want to get my hair done, sometimes I will message the hairstylist on Messenger. So other than that, I really don't use Messenger except to talk like to adults who I don't have their number. I'll use Messenger. TikTok is just such a
we are so grateful that
funny app in my opinion. Like I love TikTok. I know I think everybody loves TikTok, but I really love TikTok. Like every time I'm on it, nothing ever fails to like make me laugh, and I just really enjoy being on that app. So y'all can follow my TikTok though. I have the category YouTube. The first app that I have on the YouTube category is TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy, I just recently discovered TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy to track my analytics a little, but I mostly use TubeBuddy to search up titles, and then like you can search up the title of a video and it'll tell you how much people are searching up this video, and if like it's a good video to make. That's what it'll ultimately tell you. Like I'm gonna do one for example. So you go to Tag Explorer. So I'm going to search up what's in my iPhone video. So it says that the search volume is high, 82. The competition is average. So me being a small YouTuber, I want like an average or a low competition. Because, you know, if big creators make these videos often, people won't really see my video, you know, because I'm a smaller, way smaller YouTuber than them. And so overall it's good. So it's a good video to make for me. But yeah, so you can search up anything and it'll tell you, you know, all the analytics for it. YouTube app. I'm just show y'all some of my favorite people that I am subscribed to. Just to put y'all on a little bit. So of course I'm subscribed to a lot of people, but some people I don't watch as much. You know, I was subscribed to them like way back then. So some of my favorite people that I'm subscribed to is Aaliyah Simone, Alyssa Howard, the Bad Sisters, Bad Claudia, Bad Nana, Bad Tammy, Bad Shalia. I really noticed them from Bad Nana. And Shy the Greatest, The Era. There's a lot of people that Easy May, Josh and Izzy, Kiana J, Jaji Dior. Like there's a lot of people, I'm not going to name all of them, but those are just some of the people that I enjoy watching. Next I have YouTube Studio. So YouTube shows you, you know, your full analytics for your channel. It shows you how your videos are performing in comparison to other videos, and it just keeps track of everything for you. So YouTube Studio is the app to have. The Apple Music underneath YouTube, but I don't use the Apple Music. I don't use any music apps because if I need to listen to music, I just listen to music on YouTube. That's just that, because I also have like a MacBook, my phone, and I have my iPad. So it's not like, it's not the struggle of getting off, you know, of having to get off YouTube to do other things when I have other devices. So I just listen to YouTube on my phone and use other devices to complete the work that I need to do. Next are my work apps. So the first app that I have is Altimetrics DAR. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I'm a part-time manager at McDonald's, and so the first app just tracks labor and tells us how labor is for the day. It also tracks other things as well, I believe, but I just use it to see labor on the days that I am there, make hire. So I am part of the hiring process. So what I do is just go on that app and I just look at applicants, look at the application, you know, and see if they're eligible enough and just go through with the hiring process. The next category that I have is photos. So the first app that I have is PhotoGrid, and I use PhotoGrid to edit almost all of my pictures, but I don't really edit my pictures. I use collages, and I use PhotoGrid to make my thumbnails. Yes, I use PhotoGrid to make my thumbnails, and they have been working out fine in my opinion, because I don't make like extravagant thumbnails. I make regular thumbnails, but in my opinion I make good thumbnails. So but I just use PhotoGrid. The next app that I have is PixArt. So I use PixArt to kind of, I don't know how to explain this, but you know how sometimes when you have like pictures inside, like for example, if you are making a hygiene haul or hygiene routine and you want to put like the picture of the product on your thumbnail, but you don't want to put like the big square picture. So I just use PixArt to kind of like, I would say hide, or like this, for example, for this picture, you see I kind of like erased everything in the background. So that's what I'm talking about. So whenever you if I put this on a picture, it's kind of like transparent. You'll be only my body frame that's showing. It's the easiest way to describe it. The next app that I have is just my photos. So we're not gonna get into all that, you know, it's just my photo gallery where I store my photos and videos. I have is Widget Smith, which I just added, like I said, but that's what I use to obtain all of my designs on my phone. The next category that I have is general systems. So general systems are apps that I do not use, like talking about it. Systems are the apps that I rarely use. So I just put these apps in its own category because I don't really have a need for these apps. Last category that I have is called productivity. So these are apps that I believe keeps me organized and keeps everything like put. So the first app that I have is of course my calendar. If I want to know like when I'm getting paid, I go to my calendar, I just count the days, but you know everybody needs a calendar and we all use calendars. The next app that I have is my files. So if I have to download something, it'll go to my files and it'll just keep it there. The next app that I have is reminders. So reminders really do keep me organized, because for example, the first reminder that I have is to register for my classes. Like I know I'm not gonna forget, but I really don't want to forget, because registering for your classes is really important in college, because sometimes you can't even get into some classes because they're so full. So I'm going to register for my class. They open at 8 a.m. That's why I have the reminder for 7:55 a.m. on that day that they open, because I'm gonna be on that site at 8 a.m. Best believe that, okay? To get my 9-month eyebrow touch up. So I recently got my eyebrows microbladed, which is a blessing, cause girl, I ain't no eyebrows, man. So girl got the eyebrows now, you feel me? But anyway, so it's really important for me to set the next appointment, you know, so I keep my eyebrows up and I just won't forget. So basically the reminder app is just always keeping me up to date and never lets me forget anything, because even if something is due farther out later into the year, I put it in my reminder app so I will not forget it, and so it will always notify me whenever it's due. Then I have the app's notes. I use my notes very often. Like I make lists in my notes if I need to go to the store, and I sometimes make, if it's not academic wise, because I use my planner, if it's just like regular things I need to do throughout the day, I make my to-do list here. The next app that I have is Google Maps. I use Google Maps a lot because around my college I don't really know everywhere like that, so if I need to go somewhere, I'm taking out Google Maps. The next app that I have is my clock. So I have buku alarms. Well, it's not that much, but every week, being that I work and then you know, I'm at school throughout the week, I just set my alarms. Each day I have classes. You know, I wake up at a different time for each class because Monday through Friday I have classes at different times. Like, for example, on Monday and Thursday I have an 8 a.m. class, so I have my alarm set for 6:30 a.m. Sunday I have work at 8, so I set an alarm for that. And that's basically just how it goes. I just set an alarm for every day of the week that I have to wake up. And I set these alarms every week if something changes. I know my school schedule won't change, so those alarms stay the same. But my work schedule, I make sure to update my alarm times every Monday. The next app that I have is the weather app. So I don't live in New York, but everybody already know what the weather app looks like. I just wanted to open it for y'all. But yes, this is what I check daily to know what, you know, what I can wear, what I can't wear. What I have is Safari. Of course, you know, it's a search engine, so y'all already know everybody use Safari. And the last app that I have is P-Tracker. So this tracks my menstrual cycle. The app has been really accurate. So I really love this app. I've been using this app for years. It's very accurate, and it tells you other things as well. It lets you input like certain symptoms that you're feeling, like if you're having really bad cramps or if you had a light flow or a heavy flow. So I really love this app, and it's been very helpful. So that's all for the apps that I have. I don't have any games on my phone. I never felt the need to download it. I never been that bored to where I needed games. I guess because I have social media and that like always occupies me. But that's it for all the apps that I have. And then the last slide is just a picture of me and my boyfriend, and I have the little widget design that says my love at the top. And yes, that is about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.